Ooh. Ah. Interesting. Monday morning. Wow, this is cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Ah, woo. Hello, Wendy. But it is another beautiful day. Monday morning, Monday. Happy Monday. Yeah, that's a bear fly right there. Yeah. Ooh. I have to slow down. I like it when I do this because I cheat a little during my runs. You know, like this 20 miles, I get to walk, I do all that. So morning everybody. Let me see, Steve, Jeremy. Yeah, I get to cheat because I literally stopped during the run. So this is when I put out the camera and I started sort of just talking and just really get into it. You know, I also get to I will get a breather as I do this. Look, I'm just in the middle of nowhere right now. Truly, just embracing this moment. It's a bird flying away from there. And this morning, I don't even know what I'm thinking of. I'm just out here. I just know that, yeah, till the end of the year, I'm just going to do a quick 20 miler every day. Just do 20 miles every morning. And that'll be it till the end of the year. I've been saying I've actually reached that 6,000 goal. I wouldn't say goal, but I don't know. But I got to 6,000 miles already this year, so that's a beautiful thing. And the more I do this, the more I run. Listen to that wind, Brenda. The more I realize I know nothing about running. You think I've done this thing over 40,000 miles, that I would say, yeah, I can actually sit down and say, yes, I'm an expert when it comes to this. No, I just do not know anything about running. All I know is I put my foot in front of the other and I see movement. So it's like every day is actually a learning day. I have days where I can barely move my feet. All my body just want to do is just go very slow. Then I will have a day where my body just... But one of the things that's really helped, you know, is the whole preparation every morning. I've actually been saying this. So in my yoga section every morning, I would do like 500 push-ups. I'm sort of stuck in that 500 right now because by the time I get to that 400, it's like, man, I have to push the last 100. So it's been really fun doing it. So it will take about 4.5 hours with the meditation, or you know. Also, it just depends. Or sometimes I might doing 3.5. So it just depends on how slow I'm moving in there. So, and that's what I've just been doing. And also learning the different techniques of breathing. There's a trick coming in here. Learning the different techniques of breathing through yoga and meditation. And it's absolutely amazing how understanding how to breathe, what it has a lot to do with how we run, how we move, and how we actually get spiritually inclined with ourselves. Really amazing how practicing meditation, because you know there's a type of meditation. You have meditation, yeah, I want to clear my head, but to actually practice meditation where you practice holding your breath and doing all those things, absolutely amazing. The body can do magic once we understand that breathing. And that's why I always say, look at that beautiful bird flying. And that's why I really admire the miracles that transpire every day. And I'm talking about a woman giving birth to a baby every single day. That just amazes me, how one leaves, but there's always a woman somewhere giving birth to a child. And to me, that's one of my inspirations. That's what really made me believe I can really, really push my body. So like everyone gets their inspiration from different places. I got mine from seeing my son being born when my ex pushed him out. Right about there, I knew 100 miles, that shouldn't really be a problem. I just knew 100 miles. If she can push out a baby, I should be able to run 100 miles. Because that day, I was just standing there in the hospital looking like, are you kidding me? And yes, and the energy that came out of that woman, I was like, wow, you gotta be kidding me. And I knew right there, if she can push out a baby, come on, at least I should be able to run 100 miles. And I kid you not, I've done it. And it is also like, now it's not a race thing for me anymore. And like I keep saying, people keep inviting me for these challenges. So now this is like a spiritual quest for me now. I come out here just to seek wisdom. It's not because of an exercise anymore. It's just to seek that wisdom. It's just being able to think about everything that's around me, being part of the human race, and just understanding that there's different cultures, there's different things to learn every day. I really look forward to getting up every morning, because I know that, wow, I got to read this book, got to read that book. So it's really, really absolutely amazing. So when I'm out here, it's just a quest to ask questions, get answered. Thank you. Just to get answered and just be amazed about how far the human body can actually go. And that's the reason why the yoga, the meditation, the mental state, period, because you got to be on the very calm mental stage to be able to do this every day. Because what it will do, it will create injuries. So you have to be one that can handle any situation. Your surroundings cannot be something that take over you, because a lot of time we forget that what's going on around us is just temporary. But in the reality, the true self is within. So what we always do, we worry so much about our surroundings and we forget what's within us. I'm agnostic. I'm a scientist. Science will call it whatever they want to call it. Which to a spiritual person, a religious person would say is the God within. And I think that's what we all look for. I always ask the question about why are we happy? Why do we get sad? And one thing I do understand in both situations is there is a way, even though that sadness is there, but it can be controlled to an extent. And I've come to realize that I've had the opportunity to be around people who are extremely wealthy. Everything is paid for. But I always hear the same thing. Oh, I'm just stressed out. I'm this. I'm sitting there thinking, what the biscuit? Then I also had the opportunity to live with, and I'm talking about broke. I'm talking about where the bathroom, you have to flush it with water. You don't have water. You don't have heater. You don't have none of that. Nothing in that house. It's what you call pure poverty. And I always say the same thing. Oh my goodness, I'm just not happy the way my life is. And I begin to realize, is our surrounding really the one making us happy? Is what we have or what we don't have is what makes us happy? Or truly it is what is within. Because I've seen it all, both sides, and it just makes me kind of just wonder. I've had friends who have nice jobs, make so much money, and it's the same complaint. Friends who don't have no jobs, no nothing, it's the same complaint. And what's so funny, they all do the same thing. Oh yeah, I'm just stressed, so I'm gonna drink and smoke. All do the same thing, and it's just like, interesting. Maybe sometimes it's good to look outside of our culture, look outside how we were raised. And for me, I kind of find that, and it also allows me to embrace mine. I look outside, find that in Buddhism, and I realize, mindfulness, okay, just watching my thoughts can do a good deed for me. And that's what I've done. Just make sure I'm not always in control of everything, because to actually say, yeah, you're saying you're this, that'll be biscuit. But being able to step out, because a lot of us, we still run, we do all that exercise, and we still stress somehow. But the thing is, what is making us stress is not outside. It is right there within you. You carry it with you in your chest. Like for me, I have an African background, born and raised in England, and we've been taught to travel. They call it abroad, and we're looking for some dream. The moment I realized that dream, I've been carrying it with me for so many years. I'm lying to the biscuit with it. I was right there. I just didn't care about anything anymore, because we were taught to that dream, the pressure of being born in England alone. That just too much. We got to talk a certain way. We got to do this. They think, because you were born in England, you're going to be successful. And when that didn't happen, nobody speaks to you. That's what I see. Nobody speaks to you. But it shouldn't be that way. And it's because of that's what they know. So happiness is within. A lot of time our surrounding, it does make us feel a little wobbly. But it doesn't. But our surrounding also doesn't truly define us. A great example is what I will use is Sir King, whatever I want to call him, Mandela. When I read Mandela's autobiography, and he said, "You can take my freedom away from me, but you cannot take away my mind," I realized that, wow, that is true. Your freedom can be taken away from you, but nobody can take your mind away. So let me leave that alone today, because I always hear little funny comments on my head when I'm talking, and I just think because we have defined what spirituality is. We think you have to always have a robe on, a uniform on. That's when you understand the essence of spirituality, motivational speaking. But to actually talking about your running, your exercising, and be able to pick up the thing and say, yeah, I'm talking just like this, just like that. I understand yoga, I understand meditation, spirituality. I practice those two. I'm trying to learn. It's almost like a conflict. But in reality, if you truly want to understand all your scriptures, your books, your spiritual books, your body has to be in a certain stage of physicality for you to understand it. Because when your body is weak, your mind is weak. And that's what I love about the Taoists, how they keep their body strong till their old age. That, like I love all that kung fu, that breathing exercise. And that's why I implemented this running. And it's just been a wonderful journey. So that's what I'm just saying today. And let me continue this 20 miles straight. And what is making us sad is not outside. Let us practice looking within, and you'll be amazed. So let me continue. I had enough break. That was a good breather. I still gotta get the 20 mile in today anyway. So I like taking that little break, talk a little bit. So I'm gonna continue now, and I'm gonna say happy Monday, and one love.